Good morning, welcome to another video. So today we're heading to the Gold Coast Seaway to do some scuba diving and filming. Now the weather's not the best and the tides aren't ideal for what we want to do, so fingers crossed it's going to be a good day. Hopefully, if we're really lucky and the viz is okay, we might be lucky enough to see some giant Queensland groper, maybe even some sharks if we're really lucky, or unlucky, depends how you want to view that. But like all our missions that we go on, we've got to start the day at the most important place. The Rappers drive through. I've got to wait for my coffee. Anyway guys, we're going to go pick some friends up and yeah, it's going to be a good day. So stay tuned. Yay! We're all together. So we finally managed to pick everyone up for today's diving trip. We got Lenny. G'day. We got the mysterious Bek, who was a no-show for the last video. And we got my mate Jase.
Hello.
So we're all diving today. It's going to be great. Are you guys excited about going to the Seaway?
100%.
Yes.
Excellent. So the main objective today is to not die. But we're hoping to see some Queensland groper. We're hoping to see possibly some bull sharks or leopard sharks, maybe a tiger shark. We're also really hoping that we can see some turtles and some spotted guitarfish or types of shovel nose, but it's going to be an awesome experience. So we're just cruising to Brisbane now from the sunny coast and Bribie Island. Got to go get our dive gear higher and get some breakfast, and then stay tuned guys, let's do this. Phew!
Alarm clock screaming before the sun, thermos full and the truck loaded up, tank strapped tight in the tray out back, salt in the air, tides running fast, charts checked twice, currents ripping south, Seaway walls like a predator's mouth, reg set, O-rings clean and sealed, steel on steel, that click is...
Rightio, we finally made it down the coast. We've got our hire gear and Lenny is just getting it all sorted here in the back for us. Yeah, we are all set to rock and roll. So big shout out to these guys. These guys were a big help. Southport Dive Centre. Really good dive gear here, and it's really reasonably priced. Awesome service, can't fault them at all. So if you guys are down the Gold Coast and you guys are looking to do some diving and you want to hire some gear, come and check these guys out here at Southport. Gold Coast Seaway is literally just over here. So we're heading there now. So stay tuned guys. See you under the water. We're down here now and we're just starting to get all kitted up, as you can see, getting all the gear ready, getting the camera gear ready, getting everyone sized up to make sure everything's fitting properly. It is such a beautiful day down here, stunning. Let's hope the visibility is good, eh? All right, enough chat for me, see you in the water.
Alarm clock screaming before the sun, thermos full and the truck loaded up, tank strapped tight in the tray out back, salt in the air, tides running fast, charts checked twice, currents ripping south, Seaway walls like a predator's mouth, reg set, O-rings clean and sealed, steel on steel, that click is real. Mastiff fog, GoPro charged, red light blinking in the dark, weight belt heavy on my hips, heartbeat sinking with the drift. We dive the Gold Coast Seaway, where the sandpipe fades to gray, below the surge, beneath the roar, where the ocean guards adore, sharks and rays in the undertow, giants moving down below, take a breath, drop away into the Seaway. Wet like a second skin. Zipper pull, let the cold rush in. Buddy check, air on pressure good. One last nod like we knew we would. Fins bite hard as we stride from stone. Green water swallowing sound and bone. Surface chaos disappears, just bubbles, depth and shifting spheres. Current grabs like a freight train ride. Hands on rock as the tides collide. Down the wall where the pylons stand. Into the shadow of the sand. Equalize, distance slow. Light above starts to glow. Camera rolling, steady hand. Welcome to the shifting sand. We dive the Gold Coast Seaway, where the sandpipe fades to gray. Below the surge, beneath the roar, where the ocean guards her door. Sharks and rays in the undertow. Giants moving down below. Take a breath, drop away into the seaway. And there it is, the sandpipe line.
We're all kitted up and we're ready to rock. Yep. Yeah, let's do it. Tide runners dive, dude. Everyone put it in. Yeah, let's go.
Eagle rays with wings outspread. Wobbegongs on the rubble bed. Treble-leaf flashing silver light. Caught in caves out of sight. A shadow turns broad and slow. Black tip slice in the undertow. No fear here, just respect. Predator and architect. Tide rolls in as the daylight fades. Casting out lines in the ocean waves. Right in my hand, yeah, I feel alive. Salt on my skin and I'm ready to dive. But deep below where the shadows creep, silent hunters never sleep. Sharks hunt the rivers and the sea. Hopefully while I'm diving they won't eat me. Fin cuts water like a razor's edge. I'm just a snack near the riverbed. Sharks hunt the rivers and the sea. I pray to the river gods they don't hunt me. Mangrove maze in a muddy tide. Bull sharks cruising just beneath the glide. Backwater brackish, their hunting ground. No splash, no warning, just the sound. They twist and turn in the current's pull. Predators patient, steady, cruel. Sharks hunt the rivers and the sea. Teeth like daggers grinning at me. Dark eyes watching through the tide's embrace. I'm not sure I should stay in this place. Sharks hunt the rivers and the sea. I hope they don't wanna eat me. I really shouldn't be swimming in their sea. The mighty bull shark at the tide line waits, following blood through the river gates. Built up muscles scarred and gray. Ancient armor born to slay. From salt to fresh it owns the line. Space and time. Heart beats loud in the murky deep. One wrong move and I don't keep my place in the food chain tonight. I feel those eyes just out of sight. Sharks hunt the rivers and the sea. Lord of the tide, come watch over me. Fin cuts water, steel and grace. Gray suit moving with deadly pace. Sharks hunt the rivers and the sea. If I make it out, it wasn't luck, it was mercy. Sharks hunt the rivers. Sharks hunt the sea. And tonight I swim where I was never meant to be. Bull shark hunts. Tide rolls in as the daylight fades. Casting out lines in the ocean waves. Rod in my hand, yeah, I feel alive. Salt on my skin, and I'm ready to dive. But deep below where the shadows creep, silent hunters never sleep. Sharks hunt the the sea. Hopefully while I'm diving they won't eat me. Fin cuts water like a razor's edge. I'm just a snack near the riverbed. Sharks hunt the rivers and the sea. I pray to the river gods they don't hunt me. Mangrove maze in a muddy tide. Bull sharks cruising just beneath the glide. Backwater brackish, their hunting ground. No splash, no warning, just the sound. They twist and turn in the current's pull. Predators patient, steady, cruel. Sharks hunt the rivers and the sea. Teeth like daggers grinning at me. Dark eyes watching through the tide's embrace. I'm not sure I should stay in this place. Sharks hunt the rivers and the sea. I hope they don't wanna eat me. I really shouldn't be swimming in this sea. The mighty bull shark at the tide line waits, following blood through the river gates. Built a muscle, scarred and gray, ancient armor born to slay. From salt to fresh it owns the lion. Hunter of water, space and time. Heart beats loud in the murky deep. One wrong move and I don't keep my place in the food chain tonight. I feel those eyes just out of sight. Sharks hunt the rivers and the sea. Lord of the tide, come watch over me. Fin cuts water, steel and grace. Gray suit moving with deadly pace. Sharks hunt the rivers and the sea. If I make it out, it wasn't luck, it was mercy. It was a mercy. Sharks on the rivers. Sharks on the sea. And tonight I swim.
Unfortunately, the dive conditions at the Gold Coast Seaway were not favourable in the slightest. Visibility was only about a metre. So we had a few technical difficulties with some of the equipment and gear that everyone's using. Poor Beck lost a fin. You couldn't sink.
I couldn't sink.
And I kept losing my crew. They all kept disappearing on me.
I kept floating.
Yeah, literally. So we packed it up from there. The conditions were getting worse, so we're now heading to Tallebudgera Creek, and we're going to try Tallebudgera Creek, and hopefully, with a bit of luck, we can get a decent dive in. Fingers crossed.
Yep.
Let's try again, guys.
Yeah. Peace.
So after having abysmal visibility at the Gold Coast Seaway, and just for general safety, we decided to change it up, and we came to Tallebudgera Creek. And look what I was greeted with. Absolutely spectacular pair of Volatan lionfish. Now, I've seen lionfish quite a few times when I've been out diving and stuff, but these guys here, oh, by far some of the prettiest ones I've seen. And they put on a nice show for me as well. This is probably some of the best video footage I've ever taken of lionfish. And I'm very new to underwater photography and videography, and I'm still learning all the tips and tricks. But considering I shot this on a GoPro Hero 10 in a full dive setup, I'm pretty impressed. I just need to do a few more things to my camera setup to get it finished. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with overall how the footage has come out. Now, being here at Tallebudgera Creek, a lot has changed here. They had a big sand pumping dredge here for quite some time. So normally under the Tallebudgera Creek Bridge, which is the main road bridge that all the cars drive over down the Gold Coast, it used to be nearly 8 to 9 meters deep underneath this bridge. But since that sand dredge has been there and they've pumped a lot of sand back up to the beach side of it for obviously people to use as a swimming area, 70 to 80% of the bridge is now only about 2 meters deep. It's quite shallow and it's very clear water most of the time. So we had to walk nearly 3/4 of the length of the bridge to actually go find where the deeper channel was, where the boats passed through. And these guys were right on the deeper cusp. As you can probably see my friend Lenny there coming down. We're in about 3.5 meters of water here, and it dropped down to the deepest point of about 5.4 meters was the deepest point, and that was nearly the top of the high tide. But this spot here was just so alive, so full of fish. It was amazing. And I got to see barracuda, like big schools of barracuda, big schools of mangrove jack. We saw Moorish idols or bannerfish. Couldn't quite tell which one they were. Heaps of different type of Moses perch and blue line snappers. Orange spotted estuary cod. There was a moray eel, but I missed it. Heaps of different types of pufferfish species. Like, it's just alive down here under this bridge. So if you guys are ever down the Gold Coast way at all, and you want to get into scuba diving and you don't want to go diving too deep, or you're a bit worried and you're very nervous, this is a great spot to learn to dive because it's a shore dive. So you walk in off the beach, wade out till you're about waist deep, and then you can put your fins on and get all your gear ready, and then you can just snorkel out to the top of the bridge, and then you can do your descent from there. It's not a hard dive at all. The current here was pretty much minimal. Obviously at times that can change, but just be smart and read your weather conditions and read your tide charts and plan what you're doing, and don't ever dive by yourself. I cannot stress that enough. Don't ever dive by yourself. Always have a dive buddy. It was a great trip down here. I'm definitely going to be going back. This is actually one of the spots I first learnt to scuba dive, was here and the Gold Coast Seaway. So yeah, I'm definitely going back. It was fantastic. So hopefully next time I can slow it up a bit more. I was in a little bit of a rush when I was filming a lot of this. I wasn't going as slow as I would normally, and not really stopping and appreciating exactly what was around. I should have went a lot slower, but we were under very, very strong time constraints, because by the time we got down and got organised after going around to several different places to get hire gear, and some of the other crew needed equipment, it was starting to get pretty late in the day. So unfortunately we were only able to really squeeze in the one dive here, and we were hoping to do 2 in this section. But anyway, I digress. Anyway guys, enjoy the footage. I really hope you've liked this video. I'm sorry it was a bit of a longer one this time, and there was a lot of the travelling in between all this instead of just jumping straight into the good stuff. That's just how it is with YouTube, and that's how I try and document my videos. I just don't want to show you all the good stuff. I want people to understand actually what's involved with going out and doing this. It's so many creators are out there, and you just see the end result, but you don't see a lot of the hard work and the effort that goes into having to make these videos, edit these videos, but just to get the footage. I've been out on 2 separate different types of trips over the last couple of weeks to try and do some content for you guys, and it all started off great, but it abruptly ended halfway through, and I couldn't finish the content because there was just nothing more to get. I couldn't film anything more. There was nothing available, so those videos just never got made. But this one, I was finally able to pull something together. Anyway, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Any support you can show this channel is deeply appreciated, and I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for you guys at home doing what you guys do and hitting that like button. So thank you very much. Enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. concludes our diving for the day. We managed to get one dive in at Tallebudgera, and unfortunately we've run out of time. So we're chilling down, having a nice cold drink, and we're going to have a mad feed and then start the long 2-hour journey back home. Big thanks to everyone that's come today.
You're welcome. Had a great time.
Lenny, Bek Jase.
Yep, had a great time.
And we're now all part of the dive crew. So
Happy birthday.
thank you. Birthday diving. Woo!